Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we will talk about the importance of encouragement. Recently, I asked my son to sit down by me and learn how to deconstruct a laptop to see how it works and make a repair. Now, I'll be honest, I am not very good at these kinds of things. But what I do know is that I want to impart to my son certain skills. You see, being a father involves teaching, and teaching can be done by demonstration, encouragement, and more. The Apostle Paul was a spiritual father to many churches that he had planted and that he oversaw. How can we be the same kind of spiritual father teaching those around us? Well, Paul provides us the answer in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, beginning in verse 11. For you know how, like a father with his children, we exhorted each one of you and encouraged you and charged you to walk in a manner worthy of God, who calls you into his own kingdom and glory. In verses 9 through 10, Paul says that a spiritual father provides and leads by example. And now he says a father teaches with his words. But how does he do this? Well, first he says, we exhorted each one of you. Exhort is a Greek word that means to come alongside. It's like me sitting down with my son, showing and overseeing his learning side by side. This is the art of discipleship. Good teachers can teach a large group, but great teachers know how to come alongside a person side by side as they grow and learn. Second, Paul says, encouraged you. Encourage has the idea of comfort and consolation. Thank God our salvation is not based on our performance. Every Christian will fall and sin from time to time. They do not live up to their own potential. So to have a brother or a sister who can teach through encouragement and to not give up and rest in God's grace is essential. Third, Paul says, charged you. It's a Greek word that often means to testify, but it has a strong emotional undertone here. So I think it means to stir them up to faithfulness by pointing back to Paul's example. He's saying, look, this is the way you should go. I've been there, I've done that. Trust me, and now let's get going. You see, it's that proverbial when I was your age talk. Every parent gives it, and Paul's doing that here. So why does Paul provide, lead by example, and now teach with these various types of words? Paul says, so that they will walk in a manner worthy of God, who calls you into his own kingdom and glory. We used to tell our kids to stop dragging their feet while we were pushing a stroller, or to stop dragging their feet while walking. That's what Paul is saying. Paul says, don't drag your feet as you progress toward heaven. You see, how we live, how we walk in our lives matter to God. So let's live on purpose and for a purpose, all for the glory of God. That's why this is my challenge for you today. Be an encouragement to another believer. Let's face it, Christianity is not an easy road. We all fall. We all need some comfort, some guidance, and some prompting to keep going. So find one person and speak into their walk today. When we speak life into the walk of a fellow believer, that's when we will win the day.